As we edge closer to the European Championships, the question on everybody's lips is, can North Macedonia win Euro 2020? In this video, we're going to see just how far they can go in this summer's spectacular. Right, folks, back once again with another video. Today, it's all about Euro 2020 as we take a look at a nation's hopes of the tournament this summer. We'll see just how far they get, of course, in my eyes, when the tournament kicks off in June. We'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, a big shout out to the VIPs, the patrons behind the scenes. Thank you for your continued support. I do appreciate that, guys. And of course, if you want to join yourselves, check out the links down below, patreon.com/. But today, it's all about North Macedonia, boys and girls, that's right. So hopefully at the end of this video I'll be able to answer two simple questions. Can North Macedonia win Euro 2020? And will they win Euro 2020? Well, those are the questions that are on the table. But of course, let's take a look at how North Macedonia got to the bloody Euros. In fact, they went about this quite a difficult way, and hopefully we can explore all that. They did actually finish as a playoff winner. Path D, we'll have a look at all that in a minute. Of course, they sealed the deal on the 12th of November, about a year later than everybody else. Goodness gracious me. Of course, this will be their debut, of course. Never featured in a major tournament whatsoever. To be fair, I'm quite surprised to see them in this tournament right here, right now. So the best ever performance will be whatever happens here in Euro 2020. Their manager, Igor Angelovski, of course. Yes, everybody knows him. Of course, they're ranked currently at the moment 65th in the world, once ranked as high as 46th. Their key man is, of course, their captain, legend, goal scorer, most appearance guy is Goran Pandev. What is he, 37, 38, 39? I don't even know. But he is still playing, of course, top level football as well over in Italy. So you know what? If he's there, if he's screaming on the pitch, get moving, get bloody moving. You don't want to muck about with, of course, Goran Pandev as well. Of course, they will be in a group just like everybody else. But what about that? Let's go back. Let's go back there. I didn't get to see their record. They did finish third in their group here, behind the likes of Poland and Austria. I did talk about this one in the video. This is a difficult group when you look at it. Of course, they just had enough. Believe it or not, I don't know how. Maybe on the record against Slovenia to go, or did they play? Did they all play in the playoffs? I don't even know. But anyway, I don't know why they finished above Slovenia. Maybe it was the record against Slovenia. Potentially they beat them there 2-1 and they drew 1-1 there. So that's probably why. Maybe it's a head-to-head. Regardless of that, they finished in third over the likes of Slovenia and Israel, of course, just behind the likes of Austria as well. But what about their record overall? Let's take a little look at it then, shall we? So here it is, boys and girls. Here it is. Of course, I do anticipate them being one of the lower-ranked nations. There they are, ranked as high as 30th. Was actually not the lowest. Of course, Hungary are top on us like that, but they did only get 8 points, the same amount of points as Georgia, Romania, Slovenia as well, and of course the likes of Greece, Kosovo, Norway, Northern Ireland, Ireland all got more points than they did. So, but they didn't make it. Of course, North Macedonia are there. Of course, this is how they got there. Of course, finishing within the League D here. Of course, these four nations managed to get through to the playoffs. And to be fair, I still don't get realistically how this all works. Beggars belief. But anyway, they did take on Kosovo. I did actually fancy Kosovo to beat North Macedonia. But guess what? North Macedonia won. It was a one and only semi-final. North Macedonia won 2-1 to take on Georgia in the bloody final, which they did 1-0. So yeah, I just find these nations competing to go through to the Euros, because look, one little hiccup along the way, Luxembourg would have been in the race. They would have had an outside chance to get to the bloody Euros. I know it's fantastic for these nations. It is. It's just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling when you take a little look at the League D nations in the Nations League. No disrespect to North Macedonia. I still can't get my head around this. You know, look how close Luxembourg were going to be in for an outside shot of this. Oh, madness. But anyway, fair play to North Macedonia. They are there, and they're there on merit, of course. So fair play to them for getting there. But of course, let's take a look at their passage, hopefully, to the later stages. Of course, finishing in they'll be taking on Group C, of course, which is a very, very difficult group with, of course, host nation, or one of the host nations, the Netherlands, who will have 3 matches at home on home turf. So that's already a difficult encounter for the likes of North Macedonia, Austria, and of course Ukraine as well. Of course, they will be kicking it off against Austria in match day number 1, day 1, early kickoff as well for in Group C. And I think that's their must-win game. I think they go into this group having everything pinned on day 1, match 1. They get anything, absolutely anything against Austria, they have a chance. They have an outside chance to make it to the later stages, the quarterfinal, not quarterfinals, the last 16. If North Macedonia could win a game in this group, it is the Austria game. They have a chance. They do have a chance. It could be a corner, set piece, free kick, handball, penalty, own goal, whatever it is. Whatever it is, if they get it, guess what? They have a good chance to get themselves through. Get 3 points. You don't know what's going on elsewhere. 3 points is probably not going to be enough. You might need 4 points to guarantee yourselves through to the next round. But guess what? North Macedonia will have a chance if they can pick something up in the Austrian game. Of course, I did say the most valuable player or key player is Goran Pandev. They'll all be relying on Ilmas as well, of course, from Napoli. He is a bit of a player. Ines Bardi as well, coming at you from, of course, Villarreal. Where's he playing? Levante over in La Liga. Of course, Alioski as well for Leeds. Stefan Rostovski also got some other key players as well. Ilian Nostrovsky as well. So they're not just a one-man band, even though Pandev is getting on a bit, but he will be there. No questions asked. He's a captain, record goal scorer, record appearance maker. He'll be there screaming from the touchline, or not on touchline, but screaming on the pitch to try and get them through. So ultimately, it's a very, very difficult. But guess what? If they lose against Austria, so what? So what? They're anticipated to lose against all 3 of these nations. But you know what? If they're gonna do something, they will have to beat Austria. If they don't, they'll go against Ukraine. They'll give it their best shot. And if they can get something out of that one, fair dues. It will just be move the chains, brother. Move on to the next one. But realistically, I think it's going to be a very, very difficult encounter for North Macedonia to get out of this group. But what about the bookies then? The bookies think 15-8. They also think it's going to be a bit of a struggle for North Macedonia to get out of it. Of course, to win the whole thing, 500-1. Is this as big as Greece winning the whole thing, or Denmark? Definitely not. I mean, this would be bigger. This would be bigger. But can North Macedonia win it? Realistically, they've got a good group. If they were to get through to the quarterfinals, this is the group to do it. The Austria is not guaranteed. Ukraine is not necessarily guaranteed. The Dutchies, they're a good team, or good players anyway. They might not have the greatest manager and things, but can they realistically win it? No. Of course, anybody can win it. Get a little bit of luck. I think I'm gonna have to check, but wasn't Greece's record in the Euros that they didn't win a game or something, or I don't know. It was something stupid that they won one game. They won one game and they went all the way, and of course. Won the Euros, something crazy like that. But will they win it? Of course they won't. And of course, I think they will struggle though. I think the North Macedonians will struggle despite that, and they will tumble out in the old group stages for Euro 2020. There you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. If you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions out in the old comment section down below. And while you're at it, check out the description. I've got links to my other social media platforms. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitch, and I'm even on Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. Again, we'll be covering the tournament extensively over the summer. Of course, we've got watch-alongs, previews, predictions, of course, all of that stuff, and many, many more. So make sure you, of course, smash your subscribe. And while you're at it, give the video a big old fat thumbs up. Again, I'll see you all very soon for another one tomorrow. Until then, well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, we'll have exclusive coverage for Euro 2020 over on the channel. Of course, we'll have match previews, match reviews, of course, watch-alongs and all kinds of stuff, including predictions as well. No. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. If you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, check out the description. I'm on Twitter, Twitch. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, if you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions out in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, make sure you check out the description. I've got links to my other social media platforms are on there. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, on Twitch as well. And if you want to check me out at Patreon, you can check that out as well. Also, exclusive and extensive coverage of Euro 2020 this summer on the channel. We'll have, of course, previews. We'll have predictions, of course, watch-alongs as well. And, of course, we might even get a reappearance of Cass, the predicting cat, the real cat, not DigiCass. But, of course, lots of stuff on the channel. So make sure you give the video a big old fat thumbs up while you're at it, and of course make sure you smash the subscribe. Until then, I'll see you all very soon for another one. Until then, I'm out.